appears that it might be live already. It's on YouTube and Facebook should be coming on.
I did that right. Clock 4:31.
I think you're live. You should check and see.
Okay. Okay. I'm checking.
Hello, everyone. Hang on while we make sure everybody's with us.
I am Tara, the author of the Dining on a Dime cookbook where you can eat better, spend less. We have real food for real families. None of that crazy stuff over here. And these are the principles we live by that I feed my family of 6. At the moment, I am currently spending about $300 a month for 6 of us.
Thank you, Nancy's Windsor, Essex County. She says, hello, sweet Tara.
Thank you.
Tara really is sweet.
I really am in real life.
Yep.
I'm not the wicked witch of the West that everyone thinks I am on the shows.
No, you're not.
Today we are talking about what are good grocery prices and how much should groceries cost. How much should I pay for groceries and what should I pay for food? All of those questions we get all the time. Because I only spend $300 a month on my grocery bill, I was telling everybody I was spending $400 to $500 a month, and then I actually started keeping track, and I was spending less than I thought.
Oh, Jackie says I just made some of your yummy ranch dressing.
And that actually includes eating out also when we get our $10 pizzas. So that includes our $10 pizzas we get a couple of times a month. What's the matter, Dave?
Hello, everyone.
So anyway, today we are talking about what are good grocery prices and how much should groceries cost. This video, everyone went crazy for, and they had questions and questions. So today I am answering some of those questions, and if you have questions about it, first of all, Dining on a Dime cookbook, like a lot of these principles are in here, but our How to Save on Groceries e-course is not the same material as our Dining on a Dime cookbook. It is not the same material, okay? There's 10 videos, 7 ebooks. It's only $12.50 right now. Grab it today. Today is the official last day, but we're going to have it go till tomorrow because we had a couple of people say they get paid at the end of the month and they really wanted to buy it. So we're going to run it through tomorrow. But grab it while you can before it's gone tomorrow. $12.50. Stinking good deal. Right? Mike hates it when I say that, so I just say it to irritate him.
No, I don't hate it. I just think it's amusing.
So one of the ways, one of the ways to get good grocery prices is to shop deals. Now, I did a whole video on this yesterday, but Dave's going to throw up a picture here.
Oh, I am?
Save it.
I did.
One of the things that I do...
Grandma says you're not mean. She was very sweet to me when I visited.
Oh,
Yes.
thanks.
It was so much fun having you here, Susie.
One of the ways that I spend $50 a person on groceries is shopping clearance items. Now, yesterday I went into the store, and I'm not exaggerating. I had 2 things on my grocery list. I had Claritin D and I had gluten-free bread. Those were the 2 items I had on my grocery list. I just happened to walk to the meat aisle because I've forgotten today was the last day of pork ribs on sale for $1.77 a pound. I thought, were those ribs not delicious? Oh, my word. So I tested a recipe for the new book that's hopefully going to come out in December. And those ribs were delicious. So I thought, I would like to make some of those because ribs is one of my favorite dishes. So I'd like to make some more of those. I'm going to pick it up. So I went in there. They had ribs. It was the day after Memorial Day. They had over-ordered on ribs and hamburger. They had ribs for $1 a pound and $1.32 a pound. they had hamburger for, Dave, you can show it, for $1 a pound for
That's all the
hamburger.
stuff she bought.
I purchased, what's so dumb is I got one of those, you know those little tiny baskets?
Yeah.
I was pushing all this around in one of those little tiny baskets. Yeah,
All of this?
I was. One of those little, I know, one of those little teensy tiny baskets. Dave, go grab my phone. Let me see if I have a picture of it on my phone. So in this picture, I think you got it up, Dave?
Oh, I just pulled it back down because you told me.
Okay.
Here.
So in this picture,
Let me pull it back up.
I have over 100 pounds of meat that I paid $1 a pound for. This meat is probably going to last us through, well, we're going to be gone 7 weeks. So I would say it'll probably last us through November or December. Somewhere between October and December. I'm not quite for sure.
Where'd you put your phone?
It's right there. I'm sorry. And so you can see I got a stack of ribs over here for
On the left.
9 stacks of ribs.
On the left.
Those ribs were 7 to 9 pounds each. I got 11 3-pound chubs of hamburger. In front there, those are roasts with the vegetables and everything already with it. I got some bacon. They had bacon marked down from $9 for 3 pounds down to $7. It's a lot of bacon, and it's hidden from somebody.
Actually, I saw it this morning.
Don't touch it.
Uh-oh.
Well, we have some questions.
Just one sec, guys. Let me finish my little grocery haul here, and then I'll get to your questions. You can take it down, Dave. And so, all of that I got for $1 a pound for the meat. And I'm trying to find the picture because it was hilarious. Oh, I guess I just took video. Okay. I just took video of it. So anyway, and then the funny checker guy was telling him who I was and that I have a YouTube channel and that kind of thing. He's like, oh, can I be in your video? He was so cute. So anyway, that is one of the ways I get good grocery prices is when I find an unexpected deal. Now, I went in there for 2 things. I literally went in there for 2 things. I was really tired after physical therapy, and I thought, I'm going to get those 2 things and move on. But I was able to save. I spent $160 for all of that food.
Okay, somebody just asked.
And
so
I was able to save over $800. Over $800. That would have cost me almost $1,000 worth of food there with all of that meat and ribs. Or with all that hamburger and ribs. So that was a really good deal. But now I'll have to buy some boneless, skinless chicken breasts to fill in here and there. But we've got hamburger and ribs and roast for lunch meat. I have to have special, well, not special lunch meat, but I just get lunch meat without nitrates because it gives me a headache. They had that on clearance for half. Instead of $4, it was $2. So that's one of the ways is we save money by not buying things like Starbucks and going out to eat and that kind of thing, so that when I find a really good deal like that, I can stock up and I don't feel bad at all. My freezer is completely full again. And it's so funny because I was telling Heidi, our assistant, I said, you were saying what great deals you get on Memorial Day, and they had hardly anything. They had bratwursts on sale here, and then you could only get 5 on Friday or Saturday, and that was it. I was so disappointed. Although here, after I thought about it, here in Colorado, they don't have good deals on Memorial Day usually. So anyway, so that's one of the ways. All right, we'll get live chat comments, and then we'll get to my notes of comments.
We just had, Kay was asking, where do you buy your groceries?
So I get them at Kroger. It's a King Soopers is what it's called here, but I get it at Kroger stores where I buy probably 85%. And then Walmart is the other place that I go, but my Walmart is a lot more expensive than my Kroger.
And, but what you're telling people though is in each person's area, there's going to be a different place that might be the best place.
Yeah, and go back and watch our video on what are good grocery prices earlier because, guys, I've proved it time and time again. Heidi and I have proved it over and over and over. 99% of the people who say, well, I can't get those good deals here, we go and look in their area. You can get those good deals. You just don't want to go get those good deals.
If you watch the last one with a similar title from, I think, 2 weeks ago, What Are Good Grocery Prices? That one, Tara goes through, and actually there's another video we have with Tara and Heidi both going through and looking at the prices right now in places all over the place. And people were saying, you can't get that price where I am. And then they would go look and
it was there.
And pull it up.
So
another thing is if you're in Canada, if Tara says $2 and you say $3, that's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Because Canadian dollars and American dollars aren't
and
the same
a kilogram
amount.
is 2 pounds here. So don't sit there and tell me it's $6 for a kilogram, guys. Do your math. Do your math.
So yeah, the thing on the dollars is it's important to compare the actual, because it sounds great when we say $2, but if $2 there is not the same as $2 here.
Okay, go show them my cute picture. They can't see my cute picture. I got it Big Lots.
Oh.
They can't see it, so you got to camera-ize it.
I see.
Okay, hold on. Mike's going to show you guys my cute picture I got at Big Lots. This is my dream. Dream, dream, dream. Dream, 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 oh dream.
Nice.
Okay, so.
Okay, back to business.
So, anyway, yeah, so, I do not use coupons. Somebody asked me about that. I do not use coupons. That does not include detergents, cleaners, toilet paper, anything like that, because that's a separate category for me. I wrote dining on a dime, and I needed to say how much I actually spend on food. So that's why I separate my food from... Hi, cute little boy.
Yeah, Lynn says meat and produce is expensive at Walmart. We're finding Walmart is not nearly as low price as it used to be.
No, and I have never found really inexpensive meat at Walmart. I found deals that are equal to the sell prices at the store, but not really good deals at Walmart for meat. So, okay. So, do you have any other questions real quick, and then I'll get to these?
Do I have any over here? How much was the total? You already answered that. Okay, I think that's it.
Do you freeze in the package, or do you have a food saver? I just freeze it in the package. 6 months, it lasts just fine. It doesn't get freeze or burn. So I just freeze it in the package. So, okay. All right, so back to the grocery store. So we got one comment on there from Rosa. She says about the show, if I did that, we would never eat. We are on a lean meat diet, 93% lean, and that is $4.99 a pound here, one grocery store in town. So one of my other viewers, she posted, she said, did you watch the video? How many times did you hear Tara say, you may need to drive out of town to another store? Seriously, be accountable, even with excuses. Feel free to post a comment that says this, I want to save money on groceries, but I'm not willing to do what it takes to save money on groceries. I will tell you that 99% of the people who tell us they cannot get a good deal on groceries, we go in and find it, and it is there. You just don't want to do it. Well, we sat in that video and showed you how it was worth it for us to drive 70 miles to the grocery store when we lived in Idaho to go get groceries. So we did it once a month. So there are no excuses. You just don't want to do it, and that's fine. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. I don't care. But don't come whining to me about how expensive your grocery bill is and how you can't save money on groceries when you just don't want to do it, okay? We got a comment this week. A gal emailed us. She got her grocery bill in 1 month from $1,000 down to $400 in 1 month she spent. And her husband said he thought that they were eating better than they were before. So
Did you see the lady that said she gave her her kid the hamburger casserole and said that their daughter said, I'll never eat the store, kind of.
Really? I didn't see that one.
It was cute.
Yeah, because we have a Hamburger Helper in here, guys, that's way better than Hamburger Helper. We should just rename it Hamburger Helper. So, but anyway.
Mainly what we had figured out is a lot of times people just don't think, how can I do this a little differently? Like when we were in Idaho, pretty much everyone there knew that you had to go to the larger town to get stuff. But some people, I don't think it really occurs to them. But that's kind of why we're trying to help you understand.
Yeah.
You know, there are certain things you can do that might end up making you a lot.
So Jill says, I know that canning doesn't save you money. Do you think growing your own food and freezing it saves money? So here's the thing. Okay, so gardening is a hobby. You guys have to do your time for these things if you're actually counting the true cost of something, okay? You have to figure in your time for this. Because let's say you go out into the garden and you spend 10 hours a week working in your garden and you get $100 worth of produce, okay? I'm just trying to use numbers. So that's $10 an hour just for the gardening part. But then you have to freeze it or can it or whatever. And now you're getting down to $3 or $4 an hour. Well, you can go get a part-time job and make 3 to 4 times that amount of money versus doing a garden. My whole point, all right, listen to me. This is Tara grabbing your face like your mom did when you were a kid. Listen to me. My point in the canning video and gardening videos, when I say it does not save you money, my whole entire point, which almost every single person has missed on those 2 videos, is it does not save you money. Period. It doesn't. But if you enjoy doing it as a hobby, you have a great product from your hobby. And that is perfectly fine. I am a huge gardener. I love to garden. I went to school for greenhouse management and landscape design. I've been a master gardener in a couple of three different states. Gardening is my thing. I totally get it and I'm totally okay with it. But to say you spend all that time in the garden doing it and then all the time processing the food or canning the food, it does not save you money, period. Stop arguing with me about it. By the time you buy the jars, the lids, the sugar, the spices, your time, if you have to buy produce, even if you glean it, you still do not, by the time you add your time in. But once again, the point is, okay, this is my point. Is anybody listening to me?
What?
My point is, if you want to do those things and you enjoy doing those things, do them. But if you're someone who is a tired, busy mom and you don't have time at this stage in your life to do those things, do not feel guilty about buying the produce from the store or the canned goods from the store. That is the entire point. For all those people who are worried about if they should be canning or should be gardening, don't worry about it. You can get good deals at the grocery store and save more money than you can doing those hobbies. And those hobbies are fine, but it does not save money, okay? Did everyone get that point? Can we be cleared up on that? I think we're going to make that its own little video so we can post it for every response.
There's a lot of discussion about driving to get stuff. Some people are saying, I found the app, but I have to go 50 miles to get the nearest whatever store.
Okay.
Other people are saying I drive an hour and a half.
Okay, figure the math, guys. Figure the math. This is basic elementary school math. Seriously, it is basic elementary school math. So
wait, this is relation also to a gas question that somebody asked. Is it worth it if you have to drive the gas?
That's
you're
what I was
talking
going to talk
Okay.
about. It is basic elementary school math. So let's write it down right here, and I will show you how I figure if it's worth it. Okay, chicken is $4 a pound. Okay, right there. Chicken is $4 a pound, but it's on sale for. You're going to have to get the calculator because my brain is not going today. But it's on sale for $1.50 a pound. Okay? So, let's say you go into town and you buy, what's a good number? 30 pounds maybe? 30 pounds of chicken. We'll go for 30 pounds on sale. So 30 times $1.50 is what?
45.
Okay. $45. Okay. Now, if you were to pay $30, 30 pounds of chicken for $4, that'd be what, $120?
Yep.
Okay. Full price.
In town.
What did I say? $120. Okay.
Whoa. So you save
So-
$75.
You save $75 if you go into town 1 month and buy 3 months worth of chicken. You save $75 on that one product. Okay, just one product. But is it worth the gas? So let's say Mike and I had to go into town and it was 70 miles. Okay,
That was in Idaho, yeah.
70 miles at 20 miles a gallon.
And we estimate low on the mileage, but 20 miles a
Okay.
gallon, yeah.
20 miles a gallon. No, that wasn't low. That's what we were getting back then because I remember figuring it because I was like, is this actually working? So we got 20 miles per gallon. That was in the Taurus. Okay,
Oh,
so
yikes.
20 goes into 70 3 times. So you need 3.5 gallons of gas. At the time, gas wasn't it $3.50? I think is what it was back then.
$3.50,
Okay,
yeah.
it was $3.50. So what's $3.50 times 3.5?
Wish we had a
you have a
screen
calculator?
for this on 350 times.
350 times 3.5 would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay.
12.25.
Okay. 12.25 at $3.50 is what we spent on gas. So you take your $75 minus 12.25 is how much? 5, 9, 7, 363. Okay. So by spending 1 day going into town, because Mom and I would go in and do a month grocery shopping. Okay, we would save $63 just on that one product. But we would usually time our trips so that several things were on sale. So let's say you did that with 4 items. You're saving $200, $300, $400 depending on the things you buy.
Well, and another thing is, if you have to, if you're living really far away from any kind of civilization like we were at the time, you have to kind of group your trips. So you don't, anytime you want something, you can't just go today and drive out of town. That's totally not practical. And I think sometimes some people might be confused about that, but you need to kind of group your trip and say,
Yeah.
this is the stuff we're getting the once a month we go, or the twice a month.
Yeah, but guys, this is how we paid off our house. We didn't get an inheritance. We didn't get win the lottery. We didn't get a settlement from a car accident or anything. Well, I mean, we've had settlements from car accident, but that's not how we completely paid off our house. So this is how we did it. We nickel and dimed it. But guys, most moms who have jobs outside the home, $60 is what they would bring in for 1 day's worth of work. But I was able to spend 1 day and I saved that amount so I didn't have to go to work.
So Jean says one way. I'm thinking she's saying, is that the one way for gas? Is that the 12.25 one way?
Oh, you're right. One way. Okay, I apologize. You're right. But still, we're
This-
talking
Still, if it's 20, that would be 24.50.
25.
Or, yeah, 24.50.
That's 50
24.
to, no,
24.50.
54. 52.
No, 12 times 2 is 24.
Oh, I know. I just took it off again.
Wait.
Okay, so it's 52.50 is my savings. Yes.
Oh, the savings. Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
52.50 is my savings. Guys, that's still like a 7-hour day at work for a lot of people. Because you have to pay taxes on that money and all your daycare and all your groceries and all that. You have to calculate the cost. No one is calculating the cost. I found a Lands' End down jacket for $10 at a thrift store that was $150 retail. Took me 5 minutes to run into the store when one of the boys needed a coat. Took me 5 minutes to run into the store. I found that coat, saved $140 for 5 minutes worth of work. And people say this stuff isn't worth the time. It is. That's how we have nice things without the huge income. Now, our income is more now, but I'm talking about before our income went up, we lived on $30,000 to $50,000 for what? Probably 15 years of our marriage. So you've got to calculate the cost to see if it's worth it, because it is worth it. But back to the whole gardening and canning thing, when you add your time in for gardening and canning, once again, if it's a hobby and you enjoy doing it and you have this wonderful food afterwards from your labor, that's totally fine. But don't feel guilty for not doing those things. I would rather have you spend your time and money saving money like this instead of feeling guilty and trying to do things like canning and gardening if that's not something you're adept to, okay? So that whole thing is for people who are stressing out about it. Stop stressing out about it and start following your ads and getting some good sales. Okay, now, Jonathan. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and one lady said on the show, she said, one thing I don't understand is food is so cheap comparatively to other things like entertainment, electronics, Starbucks, gas. We are so entitled in this country. Guys, food is cheap here. Everybody complains about the price of food, but we have some of the lowest, if not the lowest, food prices in the world. We have it easy with food. So I totally agree with that. Yes. What were you going to say?
Bandana Grandma was asking, she said, did I understand your guess was 350 times 3 gallons? That's only 1050.
Well, it's 3.5 gallons.
She figured 3.5
it was.
gallons.
I figured 3.5 gallons.
Oh, because of the miles, yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if we have to spend $25 to save $25, then it's not worth it. So we always would save a lot more than the cost of the gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we got another comment that said, I wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all those videos. In the last few weeks since I decided to try your way, we have been spending $150 for a family of 4 for 2 weeks. We went down $200 a week.
Wow.
They saved $800 in 1 month.
That must feel awesome.
I can't thank you enough for your kind words. You're the best. Thank you. Another person said, sometimes Walmart rollback deals, it isn't a deal. It's the regular price. I was watching this worker changing the signs and it was the same price. I have seen that. That's why you need to know your prices or they'll roll it back a penny. Really, Walmart? Come on, get it together, Walmart. Okay.
Whoa. Amanda said, wanted to stop for supper. My husband was like, let's figure out something at home. Leftover tortillas, a can of corn, jar of salsa from the pantry, and leftover grilled chicken for Memorial Day. Boom. Easy 5-minute cheapo meal.
Yay! See, somebody's listening. I'm so happy.
Way to be creative, Amanda.
Okay, now, the next question. What about folks who eat according to religious obligations, i.e. kosher or, I don't know, how do you say that? It's the Muslim way of eating. I don't know how you say it. Halal?
Halal?
I don't know how you say
halal.
that. We live in the D.C. area and get good prices on vegetable, canned goods, etc., but kosher meat and poultry are a killer. We travel 45 minutes away to Costco that has kosher meats, but still pay $2.99 a pound for chicken or ground turkey. Kosher beef is $4.99 a pound and up. Came off of shopping lists years ago. So that's exactly it. If that is your religious belief, then you are just going to have to accept that's what you have to do. You are doing exactly right. $2.99 a pound for chicken to me does not sound very bad at all for kosher chicken. I think that's probably great. But guys, if you're on a special diet or if a special religious diet, you're just going to have to accept some things may be more expensive. And if that's the choice that you're making, that's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And so I guess, I don't know what point I can make with that, except you just have to accept that. So if those are the ways that you're choosing to eat, that's totally fine. Right, I am gluten-free and dairy-free. I choose to do that because it makes me feel better. And I pay $6 for a loaf of bread right now, which is ridiculous. But I choose to eat one slice of bread a day for my breakfast. And every day I eat one slice of bread. And then occasionally, once or twice a week, I'll have a sandwich where it's an open-faced sandwich with one piece of bread with turkey and all that with just one slice of bread. So I eat about 7 slices of bread a week because I choose to be on that diet for my health. So that's just a choice you make. You're just going to have to deal with it. So anyway, okay.
Sorry, Angelia is asking, do you get the paper for ads or just look online?
I look online. Yep. Do I buy the store brand or the name brand more often? 9 times out of 10, I buy the store brand. There are a few items like Cheerios, Hershey's syrup.
Although I don't eat it very much though.
No, you don't.
How many do we go through in a year?
For you?
Well, the kids go through a lot, but I probably go through because they.
You
buy
and
their
Jack
own.
are the Cheerios. Yeah, you and Jack are the. I eat Cheerios, not that much.
No,
but
the Hershey's.
Oh, Hershey's maybe 3 bottles.
That's for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because BJ and Ellie sometimes will occasionally bring some.
Yeah.
But
they don't let anybody touch their Hershey's.
Yeah, but we don't.
So yeah. So anyway, how do you wrap a turkey in half for a freezer? Mike's going to put a link in there. So you just take the half a turkey and you have your butcher cut your turkey in half. Now, I've never had to wrap it. The butcher has wrapped it. But he just wraps it in a whole bunch of plastic wrap. Mike's putting a link to how I do it or how I get it. And he just puts each half in a whole bunch of plastic wrap, and that's how you do it. I got to thinking, you could get a Sawzall and just Sawzall your own turkey at home. I think we should do that this Thanksgiving. How do you feel about that, dear?
I don't know. I think it'd be cleaner to use the one.
Okay, how do you go about figuring that I made $60 an hour on strawberries? So I did my strawberry video, and people weren't understanding how I said I made $60 an hour. Okay, so it's back to basic math again, guys. You ready? Strawberries are normally $3 a pound. They were on sale for $1 a pound. I bought 28 pounds. So I saved $56 with 45 minutes worth of work. So it cost me around $50 to $60 an hour. My 45 minutes, I was interrupted several times. So when I said $60 an hour, I think it actually took me probably closer to 35 to 40 minutes to do it. But let's just say it took me 45 minutes. So that's around $50 an hour I earned by processing those strawberries myself. That's $50 that I wouldn't have to go out and work to pay for. So a mom, if she's working, would spend all day working at a minimum wage job just to pay for those strawberries that took me 1 hour to do. And that did include cutting it up and freezing it. It did not include my time at the grocery store because I just included that with my regular grocery shopping. But, if you want to add that too, add another 5 minutes for that, okay? So that's how I did it. Back to the coat. It took me 5 minutes to run into the thrift store to specifically look for a coat for our son. Found one for $10 that was normally $150. I saved $140 for 5 minutes worth of work. So I earned $1,500 an hour on that deal.
Yay!
Woo! Okay. How many grocery stores do you compare with the weekly ads, and how many do you shop at to find the best deals? I have 5 different grocery stores near me that I can shop at, and I want to save the most money possible. I also want to make sure that I can be as effective as possible with my time. So what I do is I go through the ads. There's only 3 stores here that I shop at: Sprouts, Lucky's, and King Soopers. I only shop at those 3 places. I look at the ad. I see who has the best deals. Now, if it's something like super, super good at every single store, I will hit every single store. But I have to save at least $50 to go into that store and get a special deal. Okay? So, an example. King Soopers has chicken on sale for $1.47 a pound, and I'm out of chicken. I would go to King Soopers and stock up on 30 pounds of chicken, which is like 3-4 months worth of chicken for us, okay? Then Sprouts happens to have strawberries and cucumbers and watermelon and blueberries on sale. So I would go stock up on all of those. Lucky's happens to have roasts on sale for $2.99 a pound. I would run in and stock up at Lucky's with roasts. But here's the thing. My grocery stores, I think that happens once a year. All 3 stores have really good deals. Usually once a week, my stores rotate on who has a really good deal. And like this week, nobody had any good deals. I just happened to find my hamburger for $1 a pound on clearance. So it just depends on what it is and what you need at the moment. Okay, so I think that's really good. What wise way to spend your time and to make sure how to do it. But that's how I do it. I mostly check to see what is on sale and what I need. If I don't need chicken, I'm not going to go buy chicken for $1.49 a pound if I'm not getting low on it. Just because something's a good deal doesn't mean you need to buy it.
Yeah, if you don't need it, it may go bad, and then you'll have wasted the money even though you saved.
Yeah. So, okay. Any questions before I go to the next one?
Let me look real quick. Well, actually, Dawn said very excellent tips, just customized for your needs and circumstances. That's important to be able to think of that. Let's see. Michelle said, when I finally got the hang of pricing, it was really exciting. Oh,
yeah, and it's a fun challenge.
One thing Tara was talking about how many stores do you look? After a while, you can see that this one store never has a deal. Mm-hmm. I probably wouldn't spend a lot of time looking there then.
Yeah.
That's probably it. Marie says use the flip ad for store ads. That's the one you guys talked about, right?
Yeah, I don't use it. I just go online. Heidi uses the flip app, but I don't use that. So, okay. Sure, people can get those prices when the item goes on sale. However, what do you do if there's something you can't stock up on because you can't freeze it, dehydrate, or can it? Do you just go without? I guess I'm thinking about things like eggs, lettuce, oranges, types of fresh fruit. Most fruit is only good for baking once it's frozen, and some don't freeze well at all. Yes, we go without. So when eggs are on sale, the only exception is bread, eggs, and milk. But my eggs go on sale about every 6 weeks. So when eggs go on sale, I get 6 weeks worth of eggs. If I run out, then I will pay full price for eggs.
Jessica said, by following your tips and tricks and using Dining on a Dime cookbook, I've saved $333 this month at the grocery store. Yay!
That is wonderful.
Jessica, that is awesome.
That's wonderful.
That's really cool. Congratulations.
So yes, we just go without. I will pay full price for milk, which is like $2.59 here. When it's $1.99, I get 2 or 3 gallons. But usually,
That was mine.
Okay, you might check because I had some people tell us to call if we have an issue. We just don't eat it. If oranges are out of season, I don't eat them. Avocados are out of season, I don't eat them. Apples are out of season, I don't eat them. So we do most of the time we just don't eat it. Now,
a lot of people got that. Only buy fruit in season.
Yeah,
yes.
I only buy it on season. So like strawberries are only purchased this time of year. Between May and the 1st of July is when we buy strawberries. I don't get strawberries any other time of the year. I just don't. Blueberries, for me, I can get them in July for fairly cheap in July. Now this week they did go on sale, so I got some of those. But as a general rule, July is blueberries for me. So then The winter months is all your citrus, your oranges, your grapefruits, those kinds of things. But yes, I go without.
I didn't see this, but Terry asked earlier, do you believe in shopping only the perimeter of the store, not the inner aisles?
No, I don't.
You go everywhere,
I
right?
shop everywhere. But I will say, the majority of my shopping is done on the perimeter. Yeah, it really is. And as a matter of fact, I have started filming our dinners because every video I get people, well, you're not eating any fruits and vegetables. So I have started filming our dinners because...
We eat them, but you don't really have to prepare them.
Yeah. So I'm going to start doing a series where I show you guys exactly what we have for dinner so you can get ideas. But we eat mostly meat, fruits, and vegetables, and then rice for our, for our dinners. And then just, have Chinese chicken or for our meat or curry chicken for our meat or a roast or whatever. So now, okay, this is a loaded question. The same person who asked if we do without also said, are we prepared for this? Get ready. Are you ready?
Sure.
You got your deleter ready?
Oh, actually, sorry, I saw a comment that made me think of something the other day.
What?
Susan said, I work in pricing at a grocery store. Green tag doesn't always mean a sale or a price change. Know your prices. Yeah. And what was that I saw the other day? It was the Dayquil, the store brand one. It was the multi-size, had a sale price on it, and I took a picture. Right next to it was a half price one. Half size of one that was a lot less when it wasn't on sale.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So anyway.
Do you have a picture? Oh, there.
Yeah, see the...
Yeah, show them. That's funny.
Well, it's kind of small on the screen here, but you can see that this is store brand.
Hold it up a little bit.
And it's $9.99 on sale for a 48 count. So look over here. Here's a 24 count, and it's $4.29 not on sale. So it's cheaper to buy two of those than to buy the one that's on sale. Can you see it?
Hold on. We're really delayed here. Hold on. Hold on. It's almost there. Oh yeah, they can see it. Okay. All right, so
but I see that stuff all the time, where the sale one is more expensive than the non-sale one of the same brand.
Okay. Also, do you care about any of the ingredients in the food that is bad for your body? Ugh. Such as 99-cent bread has high fructose corn syrup, margarine has hydrogenated fats. My cardiologist said it should be banned because it's so bad for your heart. Olive oil, most of the cheap brands are fake or laced with other oil, MSG, man-made preserves, and artificial flavors. Oh, and what about the pink slime that is cheap ground beef? Don't get me wrong, I agree with a lot of what you're saying, and I've been saving money by following many of your tips for years. You really do have to watch the price. Many times what seems to be less expensive actually costs more. Okay, so... do we care about our body? Guys, Mom and I just did a video on this that's going to come out probably while we're on our trip. But, no, I don't worry about it. I'll tell you why. Because people are getting themselves more stressed out, worrying about things that are going into their bodies than just eating the food in a normal portions, normal, reasonable manner. We have gotten to the point, as Mom likes to say, where food is a god and it's absolutely ridiculous. I am sorry, but using margarine is not going to kill you. We got a whole video we're doing on that. If you eat a half a tablespoon of margarine on your toast once every morning, it's not going to do anything to you. I'm sorry. It's not. Where the problem comes in is when people are eating 15 donuts at a time. I know people who eat all this healthy food and they're 150 pounds overweight eating all this healthy food. You just got to cut out eating so much food, period.
It's pretty much the volume of the food. And I'm not gonna lie, I eat too much. But,
we both know that.
But it's the volume of the food, not the kind. I mean, because if you eat free-range, organic, non-GMO food, but so much of it that you're 500 pounds, it's not really healthy any more than eating white bread.
Okay, so let's address the whole pink slime thing, shall we? All right, so pink slime. 2012 is when this all came out, blah, blah, blah.
Blast about that on there.
You know what pink slime is? Okay, pink slime is the cuttings and trim that appear when the cattle carcasses are being sliced up into steaks. At the end of the process, a slaughterhouse essentially packs all those trimmings and ships them off to be processed into ground beef. Ground beef has a limit to the amount of fat that it can contain, no more than 30%. And to control that, they process it and run those trimmings through a special system. So basically, they grind them up so that they can get some of the fat out so it's ground beef. So stop spreading false news about all of this.
I think the part people worry about is this right here.
Okay, so then they say the muscle tissue is sterilized with ammonia, which is commonly used in food production and safe in small amounts. Here's the thing, guys. Okay, so they use ammonia to process this. Do you know what they use to process pickles? Do you know what they use to process pretzels? Lye. The same lye that goes into my soap is what they use to process these foods.
And there's some kind of thing they put in ice cream to not have it too hard.
Oh, yeah, I can't. Oh, it's like antifreeze
Well, I was
or something.
thinking it was antifreeze,
Yeah,
but I
some
don't
sort
want
of
to be
antifreeze.
sure to say that because I'm
Yeah,
not
I
100%
don't know.
sure I'm right on that.
But
so.
here's the thing, guys. A lot of these things are perfectly safe to eat. Stop obsessing about it and
Not saying you
worrying
should eat
about it.
antifreeze, which is
No, we're
normal
not
food.
saying eat antifreeze and eat ammonia. But I wouldn't go and eat the lye that I make for my soap. But I sure have no problems eating pretzels or pickles. Olives, all those things are made with sodium hydroxide, which is lye that you use to make soap, which is a caustic and can kill you chemical. Okay? So we got that cleared out of the way. Now, next. Yes.
I was just thinking, I can only imagine the comments.
I told you, get your little deleter ready. Okay, all right, so that is all the comments that I have from that particular video. So let's answer the questions that we have right now. So if you have a question, put it in caps, please, so Mike can find it easier because I'm sure the feed is going to comment feed after that little rant. Get it together, people!
Deborah says, I'm sorry, guys, but I'm 61 and I'm not dead yet.
You guys...
Actually, what we've noticed is her grandparents, they're in their 90s. And, yeah, 90s old, but they're in pretty amazing shape for being the age they are.
Yeah.
And they eat all the stuff.
Yeah.
They've always eaten all that stuff because when they were younger, food wasn't available.
Yeah.
And they were actually thankful. Well, one of your grandmothers, was it your grandmother or great-grandmother?
Great-grandma, yeah.
Her great-grandmother was just always thanking God for canned food.
Yeah.
Because they lived in the Dust Bowl time when they were starving to death.
Yeah. And
So-
my grandma had the canned
but she
food.
lived to be 100, right? Or
Almost,
97?
like 97 or something, yeah. But here's the thing. I had 11 grandparents when I was born 40 some odd years ago. 11 grandparents. With the exception of 2. One died from a hospital mess up. The other one did get cancer. But out of 11 grandparents, with the exception of 2, all of them lived to be in their 90s. And guess what they ate for 50 to 70 years of their life? Margarine, shortening, processed canned foods. That's what they ate, and they were fine. I'm sorry, but that's proof enough for me that eating all that crap is perfectly fine. Just do it in moderation and just flat out stop eating so much food. And yes, I am taking my own advice. And for those of you who are wondering, I have a chemical issue in my body that is causing it to be a little bit harder to lose weight, but I am still watching I am eating.
Not meaning eating chemicals, but biological
Yes.
body chemistry.
A hormone issue. So anyway.
Rena, could you do thrifty clothing shopping video, please? Did
Yeah,
you do that before?
I maybe could. Yeah, I've done my hauls before. Yeah.
Okay, so actually,
did I ever read Miserly Moms? I don't remember if I actually read it, but
we used to work with them.
But we used to work with her actually when we first started our book.
Long.
She had started like a year before us, and so yeah.
Bandana Grandma said, remember, this is for people who want to save money. Tara isn't trying to tell everyone else how they should eat and what they should buy.
No.
That's true. If you want to choose to do something that's different, that's
I'm
fine.
okay.
It's just, sometimes people say, I need these very specific, expensive foods, so how am I going to save? Well, if it's not life or death, then that's just a choice.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you're a diabetic, obviously you can't just eat sugar.
Yeah, but even diabetics, I
Yeah.
have had diabetes. I had gestational diabetes, had to go through the whole diabetes thing. And what it amounts to is you eat less food, period. It really, that's what it boils down to, is you just need to eat less food. So, anyway. Okay, any questions that we have? Where do I start to save money on groceries?
Okay, Terry, I don't know about that. My dinner last night was Fritos and 4 cookies. I guess if you eat a small enough amount of it.
But she didn't eat out.
No, oh, that's cheaper, yes.
Where do you start to save money on groceries? Well, first of all, go read all of our articles, livingonadime.com. Check out our books. We have all kinds of stuff on there. But we have tons and tons of articles. But I would say the number one place to start is use your ads and buy your groceries on sale. Number 2 place to stop being a food snob and buy things like...
She means that in the kindest possible way, by the way.
Stop being a food snob and start eating things like store brands, clearance items, those kinds of things. Eat your leftovers. Those would be the areas where I would start.
Let's see. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, and start drinking water instead of all the sodas and everything. Yeah,
I
start.
was liking things, but I didn't see any new questions.
Yeah, start eating. Let's see, Julie, we got our grocery bill way down this month, but I'm not going to confess how much we spent eating out. Think we need to go back to cash only. Yeah, cash is a good way to figure out how much you're spending. I would definitely say that.
Margaret, I like to buy organic, but only if it's the same price or cheaper than non-organic. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll buy organic bananas because well, we'll look at the bananas, but if the bananas are, if Dave and I are going to the store and we'd like a banana for now, if the organic ones are more ripe, I'll get them.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
What do I think about keto and Weight Watchers? I think just eat less food.
Well, Weight Watchers is pretty much eating less food.
And yeah, but you don't need to pay for it.
Well, that's true.
You don't need to pay $25 a month for somebody to tell you how to eat less food. Just get a measuring cup and go and get a calorie counter and eat 1,400 calories a day if you're a woman, and eat 1,600 calories a day if you're a man, or 17, however many, and then you'll lose weight.
Funny thing though, I've heard people say keto is dangerous, and maybe it is, but I do have to wonder, if a person is 700 pounds and they go on keto, is it more dangerous to be on keto or more dangerous to be 700 pounds?
Yeah.
So I don't criticize people when they do it, but...
Well, but the thing is, you can still do it for really inexpensive.
Yeah.
I mean, where people in the keto get into trouble is when they're buying the special almonds and they're buying the cream cheese and the bacon and all that. They're just using it as an excuse to spend more money. I pretty much almost eat keto. I mean, not quite, but I eat 1 piece of bread a day for the most part. Occasionally I'll have 2. And then half a cup of rice in the evening. And that's all I eat for breads. And our grocery bill. And I'm gluten-free and dairy-free. So
Kathy says, and drink water and not stress out if you're diabetic. Does that cause your blood sugars to go crazy?
I don't know.
Huh. That's interesting. Sorry, I'm seeing a lot of things people sharing, but so far, do you feel like making a grocery list helps you refrain from buying unnecessary things?
No. I have a list, but I don't stick to my list, as I said at the beginning of the show. So if you missed the beginning of the show, go back and look and see how I had 2 things and I came out with 150 pounds worth of food from the grocery store yesterday.
You want me to show the picture right now?
But
You want me to show the quick picture?
The main thing is, you just have to have a lot of self-control, really.
yeah.
Send a guy in, because I'm not saying all guys, but most guys like me, I just absolutely hate going to the store. So if Tara will send me in, I will only beeline straight to the thing she told me.
But when you found the deal on the 25-cent almonds
Well, there's that.
and banana chips, you grabbed them all.
Well, and I was at the store the other day and they had Earl Grey marked down to $1 a box.
Yeah.
I know that's a good deal. So.
Exactly.
And that's my tea. So.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
post your questions in capitals, guys, so we can see what you're asking. If you've watched most of our videos, is there still room to learn in the grocery e-course? I would say you're probably good. I mean, I'm sure there's some new stuff in there, but I would say you're probably good. So,
Groceries e-course is just a complete elevation of
how
groceries.
did you know the meat was $1 a pound? Okay, seriously?
What?
Okay. I found 3-pound chubs for $2.50 a few weeks ago. So you just take $2.50 and divide it by 3. In your case, you got an even better deal than I did, but it was $3 for a $3 pound chub, so I just divided it. Yeah.
Wow. Deborah, guys, I have Mike and Tara's Dining on a Dime cookbook. Saved me lots of money. Thank you, Deborah. I'm glad. I try to eat less and I always crave sugary stuff. Let's see. My grandmother made the biscuits. She made them with lard. She lived to be 80.
Yeah. You guys, I really, Mom and I are convinced, and so is Mike. I mean, we are convinced it's not the food you're eating. You guys, we are healthier than we ever have been in all of our lives. Or, I mean, in all of creation. The problem is our food is just so inexpensive, which is another myth that food prices are rising. They're actually going down when you count for inflation. But it's just the fact that we are eating too much food, period. That's all it amounts to. So.
All right, let's see what we have over here.
Yeah, manager section. That's what I get, Denise, is the manager special. Mm-hmm. Does rice keep in the fridge? Yes, Marie, it does. We will make a big pot 2 or 3 times a week. Eat it for that meal, put it in the fridge, then Mike will eat it for breakfast. What is a good price for rice? Oh, man. I don't know right now, honestly, because I haven't bought rice in like 3 years because I bought a whole bunch to restock my emergency food. So I don't remember. I don't know. So you just have to comparison shop and see. Actually, that's part of it, guys. Just comparison shop. I get people coming to me all the time. Well, what do I pay for this and what do I pay for this? You do the work.
Rice is pretty cheap.
Why am
though.
I doing the work for you? I've done the work for myself. You can do it for yourself. Go and compare your rice at Walmart. Compare your rice at your grocery store. Compare the rice that's on sale. Do the work. And you will be able to figure it out, and then you'll know.
Turin says, I'm sitting and I see it raining here now. I hope we get sunshine when you come to Norway.
Ah!
Woohoo!
It will be sunny. Surely out of 7 days we'll have sunshine.
Bring the
But even if
sunshine
we
with
don't,
us.
who cares? We're going to be in Norway. I mean, I can't wait.
Yeah.
So.
I started ordering grocery online and my bill dropped over $100.
Yeah, we just did a video on that. Go check it out. It's just like a couple of videos back. Yeah.
It's really brilliant. Oh, hey, you had already answered the question about does rice keep in the fridge. But one thing I would say is if you put rice in the fridge and it's in there a day or two and it gets kind of
Dry,
you can put a little bit of water in it. We have a plastic container, like a microwavable plastic container, and we'll just add a tiny bit of water to it, snap the lid on, and microwave it for a couple minutes.
No, don't snap the lid on. Don't snap the lid on. Just lay the lid on.
Just lay the lid on? Sorry.
That way.
We'll put it in there for a couple minutes, and it will
It'll
moisturize
rehydrate.
itself. Yeah. So it's not bad.
Mm-hmm. But it's also really good. You want day-old rice for fried rice. So that's much better. So, yeah.
Aw. Denise, if I lived closer, I'd stay and babysit Buster while they're on vacation. Let's see. The past past 4 years, I have just eaten less, watched my calories, and no soda, salt, and sugar. I was 398, now I weigh 235.
Woo! Mary, good job. Do you make homemade pizza with no cheese or with the dairy-free cheese? If so, what kind of dairy-free cheese do you like? I don't use dairy-free cheese. I just stay away from it. It all tastes like cardboard, so I just don't use it.
Pretty much not been eating the pizza.
I just stopped eating cheese, and it was hard, but I've been dairy-free for almost a year now. And yes, I have caved several times, but I'm at the point now that it doesn't really bother me. So
Deborah was asking, where do you get those big bags of rice?
Walmart is where I got them before, because my Walmart did happen to be cheaper for that one.
And we do, use rice pretty regularly.
Angie, if you order the book today, if you order media mail, it takes up to 10 business days to get to your house. If you order priority mail, it takes 2 to 3 business days to get to your house. So
mostly I see a lot of things that are kind of like what we have there.
Cassandra just made $1 box of pasta, $1 can of sauce, $1 of ground beef, half a package of buns, garlic bread, and a package of salad. Bam! Supper for $4.50. You go, girl!
All right, supper for $7 for $4.50. Yeah.
Tracy, the e-course, can you print it out later? How long do you have access to it? Yes, just download it onto your computer and you can print it out whenever you want. Our e-course is $12.50 on sale, 50% off right now.
How long do you have access? You can download it for 30 days after the order, but if it expires, you can contact us and we will extend that for you. Like if you realize a couple months later you forgot it. But if you come back 7 years later, then no guarantees. Yeah.
Do you stick to your list when you go shopping unless you see some great clearance sales? Yeah. I mean, if I have a list and there's nothing that I find, I stick to my list. But like yesterday... and you'll see the video when it comes out in a week or so, but I just kept finding deal after deal. They had marked down tons of stuff. Like I got mashed potatoes that were pre-made for 39 cents because it was $1.39 and there was a $1 coupon on it. So I purchased those and I got, like I said, the roast and it was mostly meat that I got yesterday. But yeah, usually I'll stick to my list if I, just need a few things, but I don't only just go in with my list. Now, if you don't have any money, of course not, but we save money so we can buy in bulk, so we can save even more then. So how long does rice last in the fridge? About 5-6 days. Yeah. 7 days is kind of pushing it, but 5-6 days.
Well, yeah, definitely. Gene, Mike, you lose hair if you snap the rice lid when you put it in the microwave. Yeah, I forgot.
That's funny.
I'm the guy who blows up things in the microwave. Okay, not very much.
Yeah.
Oh, Elizabeth, I made dining on a dime broccoli and cheese soup last night. That is yummy.
Yay.
Ooh, Nancy, we did salad tonight with the cost of $1 with all in season. That's the key for produce is in season.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Just buy what's on sale. Yes, we do ship books internationally. But you will pay for it, I'm sorry. But because it's like $15 shipping to Canada and everywhere else it's like $21 to $24. So, yeah. So anyway.
Do you already answered this?
I did.
Gotcha.
Do you eat replacement foods for dairy? I did not answer that, Nancy's Windsor. Is she in England? I don't know. Huh.
I don't know. We should find out.
Actually, do we have any people who have been to England or Norway for the summer? Because I got some questions on food that I want you guys to help me with. What do I eat substitute for dairy? So pretty much I just cut it out. I will use soy milk. I don't like drinking it, but like my dairy-free ranch dressing.
Grandma, I've seen her stockpile of rice.
I got a lot, don't I? And so I'll use it like in my dairy-free ranch dressing recipe. And smoothies, I would use like coconut milk. I use a lot of coconut. I like coconut in it. It doesn't make me sick. I can't do almond. It makes me sick. I can't do cashew, it makes me sick. Flax milk is another good substitute. Yeah.
Cassandra just wanted to say thank you for the clean out the fridge tip. Only spent $65 today at the store thanks to that. For 7 of us.
Woo!
Yay.
You go, girl!
Tara made your pound cake that is in the cookbook for Memorial Day. Served it with strawberries. I did 1 piece.
Yum! Good for you.
1 piece, that's great.
And then somebody else said that they going to try and grocery shop for $100 for 5 people this week. Oh, you can do it. Yeah, you can do it.
Yay.
You can do it.
Just don't bring any of the rest of them with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you guys use regular white rice or instant rice? Regular white rice. And if you need to know how to cook it, Dining on a Dime cookbook or livingonadime.com.
There's a difference, but really it's not worth the cost. I mean, the difference is just that it's pre-fluffed or something. Pre-cooked partly. Is that what it is?
Pre-cooked. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you ever splurge on something you see in the store? I don't. Meanwhile, but every once...
I mean every time, but once in a while.
every time. Yeah, I don't every time. But once in a while, our friends out of Goshen, I saw them trying Panda Express bottled sweet and sour sauce. And I thought, well, I wonder what that tastes like. So I did buy that the other day. So yeah, we'll splurge once in a while. I'm not going to say we never splurge, but it's not like something we do all the time. Or I feel like when I go to the grocery store, oh, I need a splurge because I'm so tired from grocery shopping or whatever. No, I don't do that.
Oh, Susan, what is your favorite kitchen appliance?
My favorite kitchen appliance. Actually...
Your little ballistic blender.
I would say my stick blender, my hand immersion blender. That's probably my favorite one. Yeah.
Yay.
If I only had one kitchen appliance, that would be it. Yeah, that would be it.
Maria made your banana cake and it was a hit in our neighborhood fish fry. And then she says, also we got to use the frozen bananas that were sitting in the freezer.
Good job.
You know, your mom already kind of answered it, but somebody was asking earlier about freezing eggs. She said that the consistency isn't that great.
No, you can freeze eggs, and let me see if I can find... There's a specific thing on how to do it. You can freeze eggs, so...
Ooh.
Let's see. Eggs. Oh, shoot. Where's it at in the book?
Oh, Angelia, that sounds good.
So, I can't remember the exact thing, but you can freeze eggs, and I think it helps to separate the whites from the yolks and freeze them separately. Just Google it. It's in here somewhere, but I'm not finding it at the moment. Let's see. But you can freeze eggs. But just whole eggs, the consistency does come out a little strange, but you have to do it a specific way. Well, where did I put that? I don't know where I put that at. Okay, next question.
Hold on just a second. Angelia says rice with a little cream and cinnamon. That sounds good. I'm not sure what the question was.
Actually, we have that recipe in Dining on a Dime cookbook, rice cereal.
And
do you guys barbecue? Yes, sometimes. So, how's BJ? He's doing well. He's still not feeling well, but he is just trying to live a healthy lifestyle to help him feel better so he's able to at least function and work. So, What's my favorite meal? My favorite meal would be something like ribs or brisket. I mean, if I was going to the electric chair, that's what I would ask for.
Okay,
but
that's good to know.
What would you ask for?
I'm not sure. I've always liked the chicken fried steak in the book, but lately the fried things are less appealing to me. So I'm trying to think of what else. I'm not really sure. There was something that you made the other day, and I said, this is my new favorite meal. I can't remember what it was. But I do like the slow-cooked roast that Tara makes. She makes green chili, which is kind of like a thick Mexican-style soup. It's not the same as green chili at some of the restaurants, really, is it? Well, it's better than that. It's better than that, in my opinion. But I like that. I do like the chicken fried steak that we have in the book. I just don't like it with a lot of other fried things because it's too much if we do that. I'm trying to think of what else. Of course, I always love the enchiladas, but at the moment I'm trying not to eat the cheese.
Yeah.
So, Ooh, mashed potatoes and chicken fried steak. Yes, Music Mad, that is brilliant.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so let's talk for just a minute. For those of you who have been over to England, Scotland, Norway, and Ireland, we are leaving in 3.5 weeks.
Boom! Yay!
If we can stop all the fires from happening around here and get our work done. We're going even if our work isn't done. But I just have a question on clothes. I keep getting people who say it's going to be really freezing cold over there in the summer, and then I get people who say it's so hot and humid that we're just going to die from the heat over there. So what kind of clothes would you pack? Do you think that a pair of shorts, 2 pairs of long pants, short sleeve shirts, and then a jacket that's rainproof but a little bit warmer would work? I'm kind of thinking that's the way I'm going to go. I kind of got to start figuring out what we're going to wear for this. So if anybody has any suggestions, could you please let me know. So yes, whoever asked about the basic cooking videos, I am actually, that is on my to-do list when we get back. As a matter of fact, we were talking about this today. We are thinking about switching from living on a dime to just cooking and trying to make it just cooking.
Okay. We talked about that today. I think we should do that, so I guess it's official now.
So we're going to be doing a lot more cooking videos and that kind of thing when we get back from our trip. So yeah, let's see.
Ooh, today we have 8 Celsius in Norway, but I hope it goes up if you come. So 8 Celsius is, where are we over here? So I was thinking it would be something like 15 to 16 Celsius in the UK, which would be 60 here.
Well, somebody said...
What is 8? 8 is 46.
Okay, so what is 30?
That's not uncomfortable for us, though.
What is 30? I can't remember.
30 us?
No, them.
Oh, that's hot. 30 is 86.
Well, that's not that hot.
I guess I was thinking it was hotter than that. Yeah.
So what's the hottest England's been? I'm wondering if these people who are saying it's just been blustering hot, if they don't come from where it's 95 to 100 in July and August.
I think we have a lot of ability to flux based on where we've lived because...
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
We can handle the cold pretty well. Hot, if it's in the 80s Fahrenheit, that's a lot cooler than it is in the summer here.
Okay, so let's see...
During the day, it was nice. Kat, I've been to the UK, Manchester, England, and during the day it was nice, but at night I had a light coat.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
You also need a raincoat and just pack jeans, shorts, long sleeves, and short sleeves.
Yeah, but I don't want to take long sleeves. Here's the thing. I only want to take 5 days worth of clothes for everybody.
Based on Ellie and I in Ireland in April, I would say we were okay with short sleeves and a light jacket. Of course, we live in Colorado where 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 46, something like that, isn't really that cold.
$50 a month for Weight Watchers. Yeah, no. I would not be using Weight Watchers. No.
Do you have a jacket with a zip-out liner? Oh.
No, but I have a lighter weight jacket. Ditching. What live show will you be discussing how you booked your trip? We're not going to do a live show. We're going to do a recorded show.
Just because it's too complicated to show. We were going to actually show on the screen things that we did.
Yeah, which we got to add that to the to-do list.
Add that to the to-do list. Okay. Can you go through and list various acceptable buy, stock, and clear out prices for various items? They can be all over the place, can't they?
Yeah, well, go back to our video, What Are Good Grocery Prices? That was May 13th? Is that the day? Just like 2 weeks ago, we did it. And there I tell you how much we pay for stuff.
Carmen says, I think temps in London are in the 50s to 60s during the day. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe a little.
No way.
Probably a little warmer in the middle of summer.
In July?
Um,
Surely not.
You'd be surprised. It can fluctuate because.
I could see Norway. I was in Sweden in the summer, and it was
a lot
like
more
that.
cloudy than here, though. Here in Colorado, it's 300 days of
sun,
straight sun, and even though it's not that hot, it feels like it when you're in the straight sun. Julie says Pinterest has a great packing list for every season and every part of the world. I did
Yeah,
not
but I
know
don't
that.
trust Pinterest. Honestly.
Where?
Just see if we have any new ones.
Oh. I love fried chicken gravy with mashed potatoes and vegetables too. Yes.
Going the wrong direction.
Oh, go down?
Yeah. Okay, my brother went to England 2 years ago, and they had above 90 temps the whole time.
So there was a heat wave. I thought it was last year, maybe it was 2 years ago, and everybody was saying they were completely melting over there. If you're carrying a jacket, short sleeves should be fine. I was thinking the same thing. South England is warmer than the north. Yes, and we're gonna be in Scotland too, and it'll probably be a little cooler there,
Okay.
especially in the mountains.
Well, I don't know. I'm thinking, yeah, check on Facebook and see what they say, but I don't know. Now I'm starting to panic because I'm not the best at doing trips. I am the kind of person, the night before, I throw it all in my suitcase and just figure it out when I get there.
Well, you must be smarter than me, because when I did that men's group, I just threw everything in the night before. Actually, I ended up with 3 times as much stuff as I needed. But I forgot something important. I forgot what it was. Ramona, I would take shorts and jeans and short sleeves, shorts and jackets.
That's what I was thinking about doing. Yeah.
One thing.
Yeah, we have found 3 suitcases, rolling suitcases. One is a Brookstone hard shell suitcase for $6, $7, and $10. So with all 4 rolly feet, so we were happy about that.
Oh, Lynette, climatedata.org. Well, that's cool. I should go check it out.
Huh. Yeah, I won't go there.
Toured says normally 15 to 20, so that would be in the range that I was thinking, 60, 70.
Yeah, but that's Norway, so I could see that. Okay, that makes sense for Norway. Do they have hot springs in Norway? Can we go hot springs?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, one thing we were thinking is the days are going to be really long up there compared to here, especially in Norway.
Yeah. All right, well, that gives me a good idea. All right, guys, please like, subscribe, and share. Please visit us at livingonadime.com. Check out our How to Save on Groceries e-course, which is 50% off right now through tomorrow. Dining on a Dime cookbook. Eat better, spend less. They are kind of companion to each other. Dining on a Dime is mostly recipes. The e-course is mostly how to shop to save money on groceries. We have 10 videos and 7 ebooks. One with 224 meals in a hurry, how to eat healthy, how to stop eating out, grocery savings, and grocery shoppings is a few of the ones that are in there. So please like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye! My voice is going.
Oh, wow.